Hi there, I'm Max King. Welcome back to Straight to Stream. Today we're talking about the South Korean thriller Unlocked. Unlocked is about a girl named Nami who is very reliant on her cell phone. She uses it as an alarm, she posts to social media quite regularly, and she relies on it for her job. However, one night, after drinking heavily, she loses her phone on the bus. She does get it back the next day, however, this sets off a chain of events that cause her life to start to unravel, all of which seem to be linked to her cell phone. This movie is going to strike a chord with a lot of audience members. As a society as a whole, a lot of us are reliant on our cell phones and always have that fear of what would we do if we lost our phone or if our phone got hacked and used for a mysterious purpose. This movie plays on those fears to create a thrilling atmosphere. It's really well paced and it always seems to be moving. Now, the story is divided into two parts. The part that I just mentioned that is in the plot description, but there's also a secondary story following this detective who finds a bunch of bodies in a field and he's trying to solve this case, and it seems to be linked to what's going on with Nami. Now, I do have a few problems with this story. We get to see who's really behind all this really early on, so we, the audience members, are in on the surprise. But this causes problems for me. I really would have preferred if we didn't know, because I think an added mystery element would have served this film really well. But I can see where some people might disagree with that because it is quite thrilling to see the characters interact with the guy we know is the perpetrator and them not know. So you're like on the edge of your seat wondering if they're going to figure it out. Also, the climax of the film is very thrilling. Like, we don't really know how people are going to get out of the situation, if they're going to get out of the situation at all. I was really much on the edge of my seat. But I still feel like this film was lacking in some departments. And especially when it came to our character's decisions and the way she reacts to the situations at hand. I feel like she falls very quickly for some very simple manipulations due to the bad guy, and I feel like it would have been better if she was shown to be a little bit smarter about the situation. But then I feel like the film might have been clunky if they did that. I can see why they didn't, but it just bugged me when simple manipulations that anyone should be able to see through our main character was just not. Which might have to do with the character problem I have, and that is the main character's just a little too bubbly and trusting. I know this type of person exists. I've met people like this, but I don't like characters like that because I want my characters to have a semblance of intelligence, and this person just didn't feel like she was making the right choices, asking the right questions, and it bugged me. It really did bug me. That being said, the rest of the characters are written quite well, especially the detective. I just wish we had more time with his story instead of focusing on Nami's story because it's just not as interesting as what the detective is going through as he's investigating this crime. Then you have the performances, and everyone's doing a good job. I'm not going to say the name of the actors because I just cannot pronounce any of these names, and I don't even want to try. But needless to say, everyone is doing a great job, especially the actor playing the detective as he gets deeper and deeper down this rabbit hole and the dark revelations that come up from his investigation. Uh, again, Nami's performance, the person who played Nami is okay. But again, I don't like this character, so I don't really have much to say about the performance. That being said, our antagonist, oh my god, he steals the show. Every time he's on screen, like when he's being charming, he's charming. When he's being menacing, he's menacing. You never know what this guy's gonna do. And I really enjoyed the performance that this actor brought to the table. The visuals are fine. They're nothing really to be amazed at, this film's very simple in its visuals, and that's perfectly fine. I felt like the film didn't need to be overly complicated, and I really enjoyed the take the film had. There were some instances where we see the perspective of the phone that worked really well. So I do feel like this film did okay visually. The score is exactly what you want here. It's thrilling. It makes the atmosphere feel even more darker. It really works for this type of film. And I enjoyed the listen I got throughout the film. I enjoyed the score. And I feel like it elevated the film to where it needed to be. At the end of the day, Unlocked is a good film. It's a good watch, especially if you have Netflix. There's no reason to not watch it. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I don't think I would go back to the well for it. Like, I wouldn't watch it multiple times, mainly due to the fact that there's some twists and turns that you don't want to see coming to make the enjoyment of the film better. So I don't think I would see this multiple times, but for a first time watch, it's really good. And I'm going to give Unlocked a 7 out of 10. I do recommend it for anyone who's looking for a good thriller that they can relate to. Anyway, that's what I thought about Unlocked. What did you think about it if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.